Most people don't struggle with money because they're bad at math. It's because they just don't have a plan. And let's be real, trying to create one from scratch can feel totally overwhelming. So that's what this is all about, a clear, step-by-step 90-day framework to completely reset your financial life.
It's a big question, right? Can you really turn things around in just 12 weeks? And the answer is a huge, resounding yes. We're about to walk through the complete roadmap to make it happen, and your journey starts right now.
Okay, here's how we're going to tackle this. We've got 4 phases. First up, a full financial health check to see exactly where you stand. Then, we're going to build your wealth machine. After that, we hit the accelerator on your growth, and finally, we plan out the long game. Let's get into it.
Welcome to Phase 1. Look, before we can build anything new and exciting, we have to get brutally honest about where we are right now. This first part is all about getting total clarity on where your money is actually going. No more guessing.
Here's a really powerful way to start thinking about this. Treat your personal finances like a business. It's simple. Your income, that's your revenue. Your spending, those are your expenses. And your savings, well, that's your net profit. The whole goal of this 90-day plan is to make that profit as big as possible.
So for week 1, here's your homework. It's a simple 3-step audit. First, pull your last 3 months of bank and credit card statements. Then you're going to categorize every single dollar you spent. Fixed stuff like rent, discretionary things like eating out, and of course, any debt payments. This is going to give you your average monthly spend and reveal your true financial habit.
And you know what? This audit often reveals something really surprising. It's not always the big ticket items like rent that are the issue. Just look at how those smaller, almost invisible purchases, the Ubers, the lunches out, the shopping, can add up to a huge chunk of your spending. This is where you find the gold.
Okay, armed with all that data, week 2 is all about action. The goal here is to trim 10 to 30% from that discretionary spending. Now, I know that sounds like a lot, but even finding an extra $400 a month means you've just saved $4,800 in a year. That's a game changer. And by the way, week 3 is all about just locking these new habits in before we move on.
All right, we've played defense, we've cut costs, we understand our habits. Now it's time to go on offense. This next phase is the fun part. It's all about building your wealth machine, creating automated systems that make your money work for you, without you even thinking about it.
The core idea for week 4 is absolutely crucial. It's called paying yourself first. This means the moment you get paid, a chunk of that money is automatically whisked away into your savings and investments. It's gone before you're ever tempted to spend it. This makes saving your default setting, not an afterthought.
So, in week 5, we put that into action. The perfect first stop for your automated savings is a high-yield savings account. It's just a savings account that pays way more interest than a typical one. Earning 4% on $10,000 gets you an extra $400 a year for doing absolutely nothing. It is the easiest money you will ever make.
Next up, for week 6, let's attack that high-interest debt. Just look at this example. On a $2,500 credit card balance, paying just an extra $75 a month shaves 8 whole months off your repayment time and saves you a ton in interest. Automation is your best friend here too. Set it and forget it.
This statistic is, it's pretty staggering, and it's why week 7 is so critical. Your mission is to build an initial $1,000 emergency fund. This isn't just about the money, you guys. It's about buying peace of mind. It's building a buffer that breaks that cycle of financial stress. It's a massive psychological win. In week 8, we start building real long-term wealth. And listen, you do not need to be a Wall Street wizard to do this. Just consistently investing in something simple, like an S&P 500 ETF, which basically just holds stock in the 500 biggest US companies, can get you incredible results. Just look at this table. Even $100 a month can grow to nearly $150,000 over time. The only secret is to start.
Fantastic. You've cut your costs, you've automated your wealth machine, but here's the truth, there's a limit to how much you can cut. Phase 3 is all about growth. It's about flipping the switch from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset by increasing your income. So for week 9, your job is to pick one of these paths and just take the very first step. Research your salary and get ready to ask for that raise. Brainstorm a side hustle. Sign up for a course to learn a new skill. Remember, there's a limit on what you can save, but there's no limit on what you can earn. Now, for week 10, let's talk about a powerful psychological hack for success. We're going to define our savings goals, and there's a fascinating reason this matters so much. Research shows that the simple act of writing your goals down and sharing them makes you 42% more likely to achieve them.
That is a free advantage you just can't afford to ignore.
Week 11 is all about mastering a tool that can be your best friend or your worst enemy, the credit card. You have to know yourself here. Are you the disciplined user who gets rewards and builds credit? Or does that temptation to overspend lead you into high-interest debt? Be honest, because this choice has huge financial consequences.
We are in the home stretch. This final phase is all about locking in these new habits, reviewing all the progress you've made, and setting our sights on some truly ambitious, life-changing goals for the future.
And that brings us to the final week of our 90-day reset. For week 12, it is time to dream big. What do you really want to achieve in 1 year, 5 years, even 10 years? Define these big stretch goals, like buying a home or reaching financial independence, and then work backward to break them down into smaller, actionable steps. This is how dreams become plans.
So there you have it, a complete week-by-week guide to totally resetting your finances. The system is all laid out for you. Your 90-day plan officially starts now. The only question left is, what will your finances look like on day 91?